There's a new and deeply seductive ritual unfolding in the modern workplace. It begins with a question, a knotty internal business critical question, and ends with a whispered incantation to the glowing oracle on our screen. Let's just ask ChatGPT. The impulse is, on the surface, entirely rational. Why wrestle with the digital equivalent of your grandfather's shed, that chaotic shared drive smelling faintly of digital rust and forgotten projects, when a charming, omniscient intelligence is offering you the world? The problem is, you don't need the world. You need to know the specific warranty details for a product you launched in 2022. Using a public AI for your company's internal challenges is like hiring a Nobel laureate as your in-house consultant, but forgetting to tell them what your company actually does. They'll generate incredibly complex, theoretically brilliant strategies, perhaps involving quantum physics or advanced astrophysics, which are utterly useless for optimizing your widget production line. You'll end up with a beautifully designed, thermodynamically perfect plan for a space mission when all you needed was a better way to stack boxes. It's not that they're not smart. They just have no idea what a widget is. The real cost, however, is far greater than mere inefficiency. It is a slow, steady erosion of your organization's own intelligence. The core of the issue is a simple, beautiful, and utterly impassable chasm of context. A public AI has read the internet. It has digested the entirety of Wikipedia, billions of Reddit arguments, and more cat blogs than you could possibly imagine. What it has not read is your company's internal wiki, your product list, your product development roadmap, or that fiery email thread from last May that against all odds produced a moment of pure genius. Imagine a junior software engineer working late on a critical feature. They need to know the specific timeout protocol for a legacy Project Apollo service, a cantankerous but essential piece of architecture built by a developer who has since departed to find themselves and a better salary in another country. Our engineer, under pressure, asks public AI. The AI, designed for Olympian levels of confidence, doesn't admit it has no access to your private code base. That would be rude. Instead, it does what it's built to do. It gracefully improvises. It generates a perfectly structured, technically plausible, but completely incorrect protocol based on generic public coding practices. This is the confidence trap. It's a wrong answer delivered with the seductive poise of a seasoned diplomat. For the engineer, trusting this elegant falsehood could trigger the kind of Monday morning catastrophe that requires all hands on deck, a groveling email to senior management, and the ritual sacrifice of several weekends. It's a preventable disaster, born from asking a global oracle a profoundly local question. Fine, comes the wary objection from the back of the room, but we already have SharePoint. It's all in there somewhere. Now, this is technically true in the same way that the winning lottery ticket is somewhere in the country. The statement is factually accurate, but operationally useless. Your shared drive is not a library. It's a hoard. It's a digital attic stuffed with accumulated detritus of a decade. It's a chaotic jumble of folders named Final, Final version 2, and Final _use _this _1 _Jane _edits. To rely on it is to ask your brightest people to become digital archaeologists, wasting their precious cognitive horsepower excavating for a fact that ought to be at their fingertips. An intelligent knowledge management system, by contrast, is not the attic. It is the witty, hyper-competent librarian who has read everything in it. It doesn't just know the document's name, it knows the third paragraph on page 17 is precisely what you need, and it serves it to you on a silver platter, saving you from the soul-crushing despair of the hunt. Now, the alchemical promise of the knowledge management refinery is massive. And to truly grasp this transformation, it helps to think of it this way. This is a refinery. The crude oil for this refinery is the ambient, unstructured, yet priceless information that fuels your business. It is the digital sediment of 1,000 projects, the half-forgotten PowerPoint decks, the Sisyphean email threads that refuse to die, the brilliant idea someone had on a Tuesday that was promptly buried by Wednesday, fire drill. Now, most importantly, the crude oil is the tribal knowledge carried in the heads of your most experienced people, the hard-won wisdom that is your company's most valuable and most volatile asset. Now, a dedicated knowledge management system acts as the refinery for this elusive resource. It takes this raw, sludgy material and puts it through a sophisticated process. It extracts the knowledge from the primordial soup of disconnected documents and conversations. It cleanses and structures it, making sense of the beautiful, profitable chaos. It distills it into clean, searchable, high-grade answers. The end product is not just data, it's actionable knowledge. It is institutional memory, refined and ready to power the next decision. But here is the crucial philosophical point. This system isn't a magical appliance that you simply switch on. It is better to think of it as a nascent organizational brain. On day one, it's intelligent, like a toddler, full of surprising potential, but also prone to sticking the wrong shapes in the wrong holes if not gently guided. Its genius unfolds over time. It needs to be fed with your documents. It needs to be taught through interaction. Every question asked, every answer verified, sharpens its understanding and forges new neural pathways. Crucially, this must be a two-way street. A truly living brain empowers its users to become its neurosurgeons. It must give our engineer, once they find the correct Project Apollo protocol, the ability to instantly verify that answer or add crucial annotations if necessary. And this creates a virtuous cycle, a cultural shift from simply seeking knowledge to actively curating and improving it. It is your most powerful weapon against corporate entropy, the natural gravitational pull toward forgetting. Now, organizations, like people, are defined not by the information they can access, but by the knowledge they retain and build upon. The choice then is not merely about which software to buy. It's about choosing your company's future state of consciousness. Now, I can practically hear some of you out there muttering, this is all well and good, spending time on knowledge management, but shouldn't we just be plugging in an AI to answer all our customer queries and complaints, save us the bother of documenting everything? My friends, a most tempting thought. Imagine an AI agent sipping digital tea, gracefully resolving every issue from where's my order to why does my sausage taste like existential dread? Oh, the dream. But here's the hilariously slightly inconvenient truth. That brilliant AI agent isn't born with a chip preloaded with your company's entire legacy of customer quirks, product nuances, or the specific shade your logo should be. It's a bit like buying the world's most advanced, super intelligent robot butler, then being surprised when he can't make your grandmother's secret biltong recipes. He's incredibly capable. He can probably calculate the trajectory of a rogue asteroid, but he simply doesn't have the heirloom recipe. Go figure. So your AI customer service agent, as clever as it may be, is going to be incredibly lonely and useless. It just doesn't have a richly populated, well-organized knowledge base to draw from. It's like sending a world-class librarian to work in an empty library. All the skills, no books. So when your AI agent politely responds, I apologize, I do not have information on the optimal temperature for a perfect crispy sausage roll, but I can offer you the very detailed historical analysis of the Roman Empire's culinary practices, you'll know exactly why. It's because we, the humans, didn't give it the family cookbook. Now, putting that knowledge in place isn't wasting time. It's building the very brain your AI needs to be anything more than a charming but utterly uninformed digital parrot. Without it, your AI-powered workflow to answer emails or whatever will most consistently be that of shrugging, it's metaphorically, of course, and saying, beats me in 47 different languages, no doubt. And trust me, that's less efficient than a carrier pigeon. Now, you can continue in a state of perpetual reactive amnesia where every problem feels vaguely familiar and your best people are condemned to solve the same riddles again and again. Or you can begin the hard but rewarding work of building and nurturing a private, intelligent brain that will serve as your most powerful and durable competitive advantage. The choice is between a series of forgotten moments and a truly persistent memory. Which choice will you make?